is pretirement.org. Because unless you've already retired, you're in pretirement and you still have time to plan. Learn about retirement savings options, potential tax breaks, and how you can build savings over time. Visit thisispretirement.org for free resources to help you customize your action plan and feel the retirement fear disappear. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out? Spruce, spruce, spruce,
It's Spruce, the weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people, pets, and bees when used as directed. Spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Spruce, pet friendly, weed deadly. Find wherever weed killers are sold.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You can't escape a traffic jam. Know what else you can't escape? Seasonal allergies. And you might think you can avoid that coffee stain until... Oh, really? You can't escape a lot of things in life, but you can escape prediabetes. Prediabetes captures 1 in 3 adults. There are usually no signs of prediabetes. In fact, most people don't even know they have it. But with early diagnosis, you can change the outcome and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Take action by taking the 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. You might not be able to escape having this song stuck in your head, but you can escape prediabetes. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
We asked parents to share their journey of adopting teens.
They changed who I am because I can't see life without them in it.
Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Wish your life came with a warning app?
That dog does not want to be petted.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast is presented by ZipRecruiter. Find out why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try it free at ziprecruiter.com/team.
Miami Marlins baseball is on deck. The official pregame show of the Miami Marlins on the home of the Marlins, WQAM.
1-1. That one crushed out to right and deep. Reyes looking up, and it's gone. Serious pop. That's cleanup man X to you.
Marlins on Deck is brought to you by ADT, the official security partner of the Miami Marlins, and by Werner, Hoffman, Gregg, and Garcia, official law firm of the Miami Marlins.
It's all down. I'm pissed off and ready to go. Why do you get so pissed off? I don't like hitters.
Let's head out to the ballpark. Here's your host, Stephen Straub.
Well, nice start, Trevor. Welcome. We are live from Lone Depot Park here in Miami. It is a 89-degree Friday night, and days like today, You are thankful that the roof and the walls are shut and secure. The AC is on. You're listening to Miami Marlins baseball on the radio. As always, 104.3 FM WQAM.
We needed to win. He knows how to go step on it when it matters most.
76 of 162, folks. 5 games until the halfway point of the season, and your Miami Marlins are right in the thick of things. Since a season-high 5-game losing streak at the end of May, Miami has won 4 of their last 5 series, owning the most wins in the majors in that span, and they're outscoring their opponents by 24 runs. Tonight, the Fish will open up a 6-game homestand that starts with a scary team on paper that hasn't lived up to expectations. The record may not reflect the talent, but everyone in that Marlins clubhouse knows that this is a dangerous opponent. Clayton McCullough, he will usher his 31-year-old right-hander, Lake Bacher. Bacher will get the opening assignment here tonight. He's pitching to a 2.9 ERA over just under 40 innings pitched this season. Landon Roop, 27-year-old right-hander, he will take the Pearl for Tony Vitello's Giants tonight. Last time Roop faced Miami, he went a season-high 7 1/3. We are pumped to bring you Game 1 of this 3-game set between your 37 and 38 Miami Marlins and the 31 and 43 San Francisco Giants. We will get going per usual on Friday night at 7:10 right here on the Marlins Radio Network. Hi, everyone. Thanks for making Marlins on Deck part of your Friday night with Jack McMullen, AJ Ramos. I'm Steven Strom. Good job by Team USA today, and hopefully after the victory, you celebrate with a little Marlins on Deck. We got a great show for you ahead. We are, as always, live and local. It will be a meaty program as we thank you for your participation as we set the stage between Game 1 between the Marlins and the Giants. We'll talk about where both teams are at. We'll get Clayton on in segment 2. We'll get you at the count with the 2 men on the mound today. Solo Jack for segment 1, or segment 4, rather. Expo question today at Marlins Radio, and Steve's guarantee to victory. But let's start here where both teams are at. And I do want to begin with the San Francisco Giants, because I think going into this series, I was ready to hammer them. Every time you hear the Giants, it's in some sort of bad light. They're struggling. They're looking to trade guys. It's been all bad when the Giants have been in the news. First-year manager Tony Vitello has struggled, I think, to really create an identity with the Giants. They're struggling to play consistent baseball. Hence, they've only won 3 games in a row. That is their max win streak. Now, they've come into this game tonight winners of 3 in a row, but it was a choppy series in Atlanta. They were supposed to play 3 or 4 games. They were supposed to play a doubleheader. It all got kind of crazy. They ended up coming into Miami last night around 11 o'clock. They didn't get their Game 4 in against the Braves, but nonetheless, they're on their 3-game win streak. It's the longest of the season, but it's really gotten late early for the Giants. Again, they're looking at selling guys like Luis Ariz in different parts of the San Francisco Giant roster. But again, and I mentioned this in the open, they're one of the scariest teams to go up against, because even looking at their lineup, looking at my scorebook here, shout out to Jack McMullen on that, you look up and down. Ariz, Chapman, Devers, Jung-Hoo Lee, who's having a great year, Willie Adames. It's one of those, I think, series for the Marlins. They've got to continue to stick with what they've done best, and that is get on base, that is draw walks, that is punch out guys, because we'll get into kind of the nuts and bolts in segment 4 with the San Francisco Giants. If the Marlins stick to what they have done this month, I think they should have no trouble against the San Francisco Giants team. Now let's talk about your Marlins. 11-4 in the month of June. That's best in all of baseball. They returned back from a 3-3 road trip, took 2 out of 3 against Pittsburgh, and then dropped 2 out of 3 against Philadelphia. But what do they say? Just play 500 baseball on the road. They hit 5 home runs on Wednesday in Philadelphia to capture a victory. And again, they returned back to Lone Depot Park, where they've just been awesome. 23 wins. Remember, the Marlins last year were 5 games under 500 here at Lone Depot Park. They put an emphasis on playing better here, and they have. But for Clayton McCullough, what has changed here in the month of June?
With all the talk about some of the guys who went down and some of the injured players that we've had, how our group rallied around that, and I think we've had a number of individuals step up, and we've pitched, I think very well. We played pretty pesky for the month of June, and I think a lot of it starts with our pitching and how guys have just responded to what they've been asked and needed.
And some of the reinforcements that could be on the way, Yuri Perez, he pitched a couple of days ago. Griffin Conine continues to rehab, and Jansen Junk threw a pitch design in Jupiter today. You got to love the way the Marlins have rallied around each other, even with the injuries in the starting rotation. But now that they've kind of figured out this identity, you put back Yuri, you put back Jansen Junk, and you add Griffin Conine into this lineup. There's a lot to be excited about if you are a Miami Marlins fan here today. We will break. Coming up next, we'll talk with the skipper. We've got a number that you won't believe, that Marlins manager Clayton McCullough is top 3, and we hear all about your, why did you do this? Why did you do that with the pitcher? Why did you do that with the bullpen? Why did you pinch hit here? Why is he there? Well, we've got the ultimate clapback next on the Marlins Radio Network.
I'm Adam Werner. As the official law firm of the Miami Marlins, Werner, Hoffman, Greg, and Garcia fights for our clients the same way the Marlins fight on the field, relentlessly and with a winning strategy. Our team represents clients in personal injury, workers' compensation, veterans disability, bankruptcy, and Social Security cases. From our home office in Miami, Florida, we provide powerhouse legal representation built on dedication, experience, and results. If you need a team that's ready to step up to the plate for you, visit WernerHoffman.com. Werner, Hoffman, and Greg and Garcia, proudly serving the 305 community.
At Loan Depot, we're big on home. Home games, home teams, home field advantage, and you better believe it, home runs. For us, home means everything, which is why we're offering more options that make buying your first home easier and more affordable. No matter where you are on your home ownership journey, round the corner to LoanDepot.com and let us help get you home. That's LoanDepot.com. We're on deck ready to hit it out of the home ownership park for you. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLC ID number 174475.
South Florida's top choice for quality signs and graphics is Metro Group Miami. With Metro signs and Metro wraps, no job is too big or too small for the experts at Metro Group Miami. A proud corporate partner and official signage and graphics provider of the Miami Marlins, they bring brands to life. Call them today at 954-983-6662. Visit MetroGroupMiami.com to discover what they can do for you. Metro Group Miami, signs, graphics, car wraps. They're your everything team.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Let's go! Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhanced game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games all season. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
This is Jacob Marcy, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on the Marlins Radio Network.
All right, welcome in here to Marlins on Deck. We are with Clayton McCullough. Got a paper for you as we get you ready for Game 1 of this 3-game set. We're looking at manager decision success rate, pinch hit and bullpen moves impact on win probability. Who's number 2 on that list?
On this list, it looks like myself.
How do you get on the top of this? Aaron Boone, Dave Roberts, Terry Francona. Obviously, it's not just you that I know that makes these decisions. Just can you speak on that part of, I guess, this season?
So I do think, we go into a game certainly thinking about what are the ways that we could get what we feel like on a given day our most impactful relievers into the most important spots. And it not always being particularly a certain inning, but we do look at, the leverage of that moment. And a lot of credit goes to Brandon Mann and our pitchers in the bullpen that are open and understanding that we're just trying to win moments. And do your best to try to put whoever the individual is in the best spot you feel like they can succeed for themselves and our team. And on the pinch hit side, as well, it's I think we just are kind of chasing again that moment. And a lot of times when you're losing a game, you're trying to get offense. You got to try to get yourself back into it. So I don't know what to make of that stat and number. I think ultimately, players have to go out there and and do their thing. And I think during this run, especially in the bullpen, we've seen a number of guys really step up and answer the bell and take down big outs.
It's a chance for you to spread the love. I know it's not just an individual. I know you make the decision, but it's a collaborative thing that you guys have. The team, I think, coming into this year, you told us got to play good defense, got to pitch well, and we got to be opportunistic with the offense. You guys are winning those slugfests. You guys are winning in different ways. Is that part of that box that you have to check if you want to play October baseball?
Yeah, you do. Over the course of the season, to win enough games to get in the postseason, you have to win in a variety of ways. And you hear it so often. You know what? Hey, we don't have it all clicking right now. We're scoring, we're not pitching, or we're pitching and we're not hitting. And at the end of the day, you got to find a way to score more runs or give up less than the other team, whichever way you want to look at it. And that's what's required to win enough games to get in the postseason. And so I think we've seen stretches and spurts where we have done things that I believe are going to lead to us, winning more consistently. And I think we also have still, what's great is there's areas we can continue to tighten up, and we need to get better defensively. And we still give away too many outs with the quality of defenders that we have. And these guys work their butts off at it, so you have a lot of confidence in that. And so, you do. You got to find, Stephen, different ways to win games, especially if you want to put together a real, streak.
Clayton McCullough with us now. More encouraging Wednesday. Kyle Stowers, Joe Mack.
I'm going to say Kyle Stowers. I think that, it's great to see Joe trending, especially from an at-bat quality standpoint. But getting Kyle Stowers a day like that, we see the difference makes. The big homer in the first inning that gets us on the board, and another homer, another ribby. When Kyle is slugging and coming through with people on base, that's I don't want to say we expect, but Kyle is a real key cog in our offense, and you hope a day like that. Kyle is someone that can win a game for you on his own. He can take over a series and win it for you on his own. So it was great to for Kyle. He's had I feel like really the last 2.5 weeks it's just been better. It's been trending, but hopefully that one breakout game like that can kind of get him on a real heater.
Last one for you. I know you treat every single team the same, but is this team a little bit scarier because on paper they have all the talent to probably have one of the best records in baseball? They don't right now. Are these teams just more challenging to face because of maybe their record and with the talent?
I think that's the dangerous part of looking at someone's record as an indicator of. This is the big leagues. Any given day series, you look across at the guys that are going to run out there, and there's some very established major league players that are performing better than they were at the start of the year. They got themselves in a hole, but I don't think that their record is indicative of the ability that they have. And at any point, a very talented team can put things together, catch fire. So I think we have to look at this series as in order to win a series at home against the Giants, we're going to need to play very well because they have some firepower offensively. We're going to see Logan Webb this series. They have some talented arms in the back end of their bullpen as well. So it's going to be a real test.
Thanks for the time, Clayton.
Okay, thanks, Stephen.
All right, we'll break. We'll get you at the count next. Playing baseball at 7:10 on the Marlins Radio Network.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
In Miami, we don't drink coffee, we drink cafecito. Our pastries, we call them pastelitos. And when we want a low price, we know you always pay less with your pricito at Doral Volkswagen. Take advantage of a pricito now on all of your favorite new Volkswagen models, like a Tiguan, Jetta, Taos, Atlas, and more. Don't wait. Hurry to Doral Volkswagen today. Don't miss your chance to save on a new Volkswagen with easy financing, fast service, and the best value for your money. Because you always pay less with your pricito at Doral Volkswagen. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or start shopping for your pricito now at DoralVolkswagen.com. Present any Miami Volkswagen dealer's unexpired new vehicle advertisement for verification. Other Lithia dealerships do not qualify. The competing offer must be available for immediate purchase at the advertised price. The competitor's vehicle must be identically equipped as our in-stock vehicle used for comparison.
John Crook here. And baseball stats can tell you a lot. When your car breaks, you want a company that has all the right stats on your team. CarShield's been in business for over 20 years. That's staying power. They're America's most trusted auto protection. That's reputation. They've sold over 3 million contracts. That's a whole lot of happy drivers. Let CarShield help with costly repairs when an unexpected breakdown happens.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
This is Jacob Marcy, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on the Marlins Radio Network.
Well, it's getting really hot here in Miami. And the Marlins, and this is when you want to start playing some good baseball here. In the month of June, the Marlins are off to just a scintillating start. It's been so much fun how they have just completely turned around their season, it feels like, in the last 19 days, as Miami now will settle in for a 6-game homestand, and we will get you ahead of the count. But first, we'll give you our starting pitchers tonight, which are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito. Our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or at DoralVolkswagen.com. We'll get you ahead of the count here, which is also brought to you by Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy. Sip the fruity, candy-coated chaos. Landon Roop, 27-year-old right-hander, will start for San Francisco tonight. He's from the state of North Carolina. He'll make his 15th start of the year. He's 5-7 with a 4.24 ERA. 74 and a third innings pitched this season combined, 82 punch-outs to 32 walks. Now, it's been a tale of two, not seasons, but I guess quarters of the year. First 6 starts for Roop, 2.55 ERA. His last 8, he's 0-6 with a 5.77 ERA. That's 39 combined innings at a 5 ERA. Landon, what has changed?
Yeah, shoot, I wish I knew because I would have changed it by now. But I think it's a little, I'm getting guys 0-2, and then I look up and it's 3-2, and then just forcing me to throw it in the zone. I just got to be better at putting guys away and also not going for the strikeout so much. First pitch outs are really good, and I just got to compete in the zone better.
Oh, he's got to feel good going up against the Marlins for the second time this season. He carved up the fish on April 26 back in San Francisco. Season high 7 2/3, allowed 3 runs on 2 hits. Roop will feature a sinker, curveball, changeup, cutter, and a 4-seamer. The curveball's the punch-out pitch for him. He's got 40 strikeouts on that curveball, and he's actually, from a metric standpoint, have a nice season. He's 94th percentile in barrel percentage, 93rd percentile in hard hit rate, meaning guys aren't able to really square him up. They're not getting great contact off of Landon Roop. He's got a 50% ground ball rate, so he likes to live on the ground, obviously, with that sinker. A completely different lineup for Miami tonight, and we'll get you that in segment 4. Landon Roop will go opposite Lake Bacher, 31-year-old right-hander. He'll make his 4th start and 24th appearance of the season. It's a 2.97 ERA over 39 1/3 innings pitched for Lake Bacher. 45 punch-outs to 13 walks this season. He hasn't worked more than 3 innings this year. He did throw on Tuesday in Philadelphia. It was a scoreless frame, but Lake Bacher has been Clayton McCullough's go-to guy for these bullpen games, particularly because he can go against right, he can go against left. And for Lake, he has this month given up 1 earned run over 10 2/3. Clayton McCullough, what can we expect from Lake here tonight?
Again, we'll look at the lineup, and we have part of the decision to go with a bullpen game was one after the off day. We'll have a number of guys that are rested and able to do whatever is necessary, and that's part of it. And then also there was a real desire on my part to give Max and company an extra day. I think any time during the season that can give those starters an extra day, feel like that's beneficial for them. So we could have had Max start today on regular, but felt important for him to get an extra day and then to go with the bullpen game following the off day to start things out.
And it would make sense. Obviously, Max Meyer is starting to climb the territory of places he's never been to. He's never started as many games as he had this year. He hasn't pitched as many innings, etc. Max Meyer will go opposite Trevor McDonald tomorrow. But Lake Bacher, again, will go opposite tonight. Landon Roop. Lake opens, and the Marlins looking to get off to the right foot on this homestand. I actually looked this up. Following off days, the Marlins are 2-6. I don't know if you want to read too much into that, but I just felt like, you know what, I looked it up. I might as well share it with you guys. Hopefully it doesn't matter. We'll break. We got a lot to talk about with Jack on the other side on the Marlins Radio Network.
Out here, if you're doing nothing, you're doing everything right. Though on a cruise with Norwegian, even if you're doing nothing, you're still basking in the warm sun, enjoying the peaceful ocean waves. You're breathing. Don't forget about breathing. Definitely need to be breathing. So you get to do nothing or everything, but you still need to be breathing. It's like really important.
Experience the difference with cruises to Alaska, the Caribbean, and Europe. Norwegian Cruise Line. It's different out here.
Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Norwegian Cruise Line ships registry to the Bahamas and USA.
The Ritz-Carlton Key Biscayne, Miami invites you to discover a new era of coastal luxury following its $100 million transformation, where open-air design and sweeping ocean views create a seamless connection to the sea. Set across 17 acres of pristine beachfront, the resort blends island serenity with the dynamic rhythm of Miami. Experience the calm between the currents of city and sea and reserve at ritzcarlton.com or call 1-800-542-8680.
Hey, Marlins fans, it's Hockman, Crowder, and Solana. You can hear us every weekday afternoon from 2 till 6 p.m. on the Marlins flagship WQAM.
And when we're not doing the show, I'm listening to Jack Mack and Strom. Marlins baseball, we love it.
And sometimes you'll tune into our show and you'll hear Steven Strom and Jack McMullen talking about our fighting fish.
So enjoy your Marlins baseball on WQAM and enjoy Hockman, Crowder, and Solana every weekday afternoon, 2 till 6.
Go Marlins!
Miami, are you ready to step into Pop Air? From over 7 million visitors worldwide, Balloon Museum returns to Miami with a whole new exhibition. Discover monumental inflatable artworks, interactive installations, and surreal environments where air becomes art. A joyful experience designed to spark curiosity, imagination, and wonder for all ages. Now at Mono Wynwood, Pop Air.
This is Liam Hicks, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom and the Marlins Radio Network.
Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome in here to Marlins on Deck on what is a scorcher today, Jack McMullen. It is hot. The Marlins are hot, so I guess all is good in life on this 19th day of June. Lake Bacher will go opposite here, Landon Roop. And let's start here with the San Francisco Giants. And I open with this, Jack. It's just one of those teams. I know, like every team, and you hear from every manager, we got to take every team serious. But this one in particular, it's concerning because as of late they're hitting. When I fill out my book now, I see Devers, I see Chapman, I see Arise. But I feel like if the Marlins are able to stick with what has worked, they've been able to win the walk rate, they've been able to steal bases, stick to what has worked. It feels like they're going to be able to take care of the Giants, but they cannot let these guys get out and slug, I think, this weekend.
Yeah, being able to take care of the Giants is kind of like it feels like a tightrope act that you're walking, right? Because you look at the season-long numbers and you say, well, Devers has been disappointing, and Adames has been disappointing, and Arise has been good, and Lee has been good, but Chapman's been kind of disappointing. Like, you can look at all the slug in that lineup and say, oh, they're having down years. What scares me most about San Francisco this weekend is they're getting hotter as of late.
Yep.
A kid that was in Sacramento, a kid that was in AAA when we went to San Francisco earlier this year is maybe the hottest hitter in baseball right now, not named Pete Crow Armstrong in Chicago. Bryce Eldridge, this 21-year-old first baseman, he's sporting a 22-game on-base streak. He's hitting right around 400 over that stretch, and he's slugging right about 700 over that stretch. They have, and I mentioned this to you about an hour ago, over the last 30 days, the last month of baseball, they have the highest team OPS by 34 points. They have an 834 team OPS. Next highest is, I believe, Milwaukee at an even 800. So this has been, by team OPS, the best offense in baseball over the last month. Their record can be quite a bit deceiving.
And it's a good name to bring up because as much as I have hammered the Giants in the open, Buster Posey's one of his couple of good moves is bringing up Bryce Eldridge, who is just, is off to a scintillating start. One thing that caught my attention when he did hit that huge grand slam to beat Washington, I think it was back on June 10th. He said he wanted to be the face of the franchise, and he might get the opportunity after the trade deadline to do so, Jack McMullen. Now, on the other side, no X tonight. It's a different lineup for the Marlins. Just what jumps out to you when you see this lineup that Clayton McCullough has created here tonight?
Big one is no X, which you just pointed out. And the thumb thing is interesting. It's something that I guess we'll keep tabs on over the last bit. X has apparently been dealing with a teensy tiny bit of a thumb thing. The other thing that jumps out is Casey in the 2-hole, Burt in the 3-hole, and Otto Lopez at 5. That was the thing that jumped out to me. Why do you take Otto out of the 2-hole when Otto is the major league leader in batting average and base hits? Maybe you like him with runners on base and you feel like Burt and Stowers can be getting on base for Otto to drive it. For Otto to drive him in, and you kind of get that like cleanup man X runner in scoring position thing going with Otto in the 5-hole. I don't know. That was the one that I'm really curious to see how it transforms over the course of the night.
Totally with you. Like you would say, okay, Roberto Hernandez has earned at least a shot here at the 3 spot. Not real. It's not against a lefty. Obviously, Rope throws from the right side, but I think in this instance, a little bit surprised that Mac is still down because of the way that he has obviously hit the baseball. And the KC part, I know he hit a home run on Tuesday, but it is different. But a lot of times, man, like when these lineups come out, somehow, some way at the end of the night, it's like, okay, like that guy had a big hit here. It makes sense.
So it's one of the most futile tasks in baseball as a fan is looking at the lineup 4 hours before first pitch and saying, "Whoa, this is wrong, and this is wrong, and that's right." It's all okay. They're probably going to be awesome. Probably going to plate 7 runs on the day that you hate the lineup the most. And sometimes you got to trust the process, folks, with manager decision success rate.
Yes. I don't know where I got where did we get this from?
Tiger Stats on X put it out, and it just caught like wildfire. It was awesome yesterday.
Manager decision success rate. This isn't starting lineup. This is pinch hit and bullpen moves, but they all count the same, right? I mean, the same guy is making the decision. So Clayton McCullough, number 2 in all of baseball in manager decision success rate. We heard that in segment 2. All right, Jack and AJ have your call in 13 minutes. We'll break X-Bowl questions, Steve's guarantee. It's next on the Marlins Radio Network. At Loan Depot, we're big on home games, home teams, home field advantage, and you better believe it, home runs. For us, home means everything, which is why we're offering more options that make buying your first home easier and more affordable. No matter where you are on your home ownership journey, round the corner to loandepot.com and let us help get you home. That's loandepot.com. We're on deck ready to hit it out of the home ownership park for you. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLC ID number 174475.
Visit Miccosukee Casino and Resort, where fortune meets fun. With over 1,800 slot machines, high-stakes bingo, 24/7 poker, and exciting high-limit slots, there's something for everyone to enjoy. From luxurious accommodations and exquisite dining at La Brisa to live entertainment and handcrafted cocktails at Temp Lounge, we thank you for choosing us as the premier casino, resort, brunch, and date night spot in Miami. Reimagined, redesigned. Rediscover Miccosukee Casino and Resort online at miccosukee.com.
South Florida's top choice for quality signs and graphics is Metro Group Miami. With Metro signs and Metro wraps, no job is too big or too small for the experts at Metro Group Miami. A proud corporate partner and official signage and graphics provider of the Miami Marlins, they bring brands to life. Call them today at 954-983-6662. Visit metrogroupmiami.com to discover what they can do for you. Metro Group Miami. Signs, graphics, car wraps. They're your everything team.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Rain on game day doesn't faze Dave. He's already got his poncho. Just needs to do something about those wipers. So Dave heads to AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone,
where a friendly AutoZoner helps him get premium quiet wipers and some hand warmers.
You're all set.
Now, if only his team can handle the elements as well as his new wipers. Get wipers, glass cleaner, and more with no hassles, just help at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
This is Owen Casey, and you listen to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on 104.3 WQAM.
Right fielder and batting second, Big Red. Owen Casey on a Friday night. Marlins 11-4 in the month of June. It's best in all of baseball. Before we proceed, let's allow stations to identify themselves really quickly on the Marlins Radio Network.
Marlins baseball on WQAM-FM and HD1 Miramar. WQAM-AM Miami. And Odyssey Sports Station.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
All right, excellent job today by Trevor Harris back in the studio. We got updates during the game today. Yuri Perez, Griffin Conine, Xavier Edwards not in the lineup tonight. Jansen Junk as well, so stay tuned for that. When water, fire, or mold strike, trust the Marlins' number one choice. It's ServPro. From cleanup to construction. They work to make it like it never even happened. Our X-Bowl question today. Joe Mack has obviously made a huge impact defensively for the Marlins, but as of late, offensively. Let's start with the defense, though, for Joe Mack. Mack has caught 11 guys trying to steal, which is tied for seventh most by a Marlins rookie catcher, and the most since who had 16 in 2015. The year kind of gave it away, but make sure to vote at Marlins Radio. It is time for Steve's Guarantees.
Almost time to play ball. First pitch coming up in moments. Steve's Guarantees coming up now.
Yeah, again, there's a bunch of guys in this Giant lineup that is underachieving. Rafael Devers being one of them. He's hitting 240, but he still makes my Steve's Guarantee today. No hits for Devers, and here's why. In wins this year, Giants have 31 of them. Rafael Devers is hitting 310 with a 952 OPS and 7 home runs. In losses, he's hitting 182 with a 550 OPS. Got to stop Devers. No hits tonight for him. And last one for you. Let's not overthink this, folks. Marlins have to stick to what has worked, okay? It's the walks for me tonight. Miami has to win the walk battle. First of all, San Francisco is dead last as a team offensively in drawing walks. And Landon Roop this year, he's walked 10 this month across 3 starts. He's running into a little bit of a control issue. He even hit on it. He says he gets 0-2 up in guys, and then he ends up getting in 3-2 counts. Got to win the walk battle tonight if you're the Miami Marlins. Folks, I hope you got the itch for first pitch, because when we come back, Jack McMullen paints a picture. AJ Ramos, he's ready to rock. Starting lineups and first pitch is right around the corner. Thanks for tuning in to the Marlins On Deck pregame show. I'm Steven Strom. Let's flip the M together, Miami. Marlins baseball. It is next on the Marlins Radio Network.
What?